Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. How we doing tonight? Doing good? Firefighter KMB, thank you very much for the 10 months. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you. 2 months, 2 more months to go, and it's a year. Hell yeah. What's up, Dag Dave? Hope you're doing well, dude. Joke 1L, thank you for the 53 months. Astrolay, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream family. How you doing tonight? We got a fun one tonight, guys. We have a new helicopter script. Both of the helicopter scripts you will see tonight are we paid for them. They're 25 bucks a piece from Red Rum Modifications. They make FiveM scripts, and we ran that helicopter script till the end. But you will see why it's awesome. We're gonna be trying an experimental thing on that particular script that has a more realistic looking flare, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I didn't get to test it that much. And also, you'll be very, very proud to hear that Dave did indeed sit down and teach me a lot of things on the back end, so I can do a lot more admin related duties on the server. So I put the whole new car pack in that we just got. Thero just finished it. Let's put in chat, thank you to SoCal Thero for that. Shrek on Demand, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Lil Uzi and Big E, what's going on? Hello, hello. Thank you, Shrek on Demand, for that. Catmaster Studio, 6 months. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, so new car script all done, or car pack is done. New LEO and EMS vehicles. We even have a ladder truck now. A lot of new things in OCRP and more to come. We're working on the server. Like we said, we started off, absolutely from scratch, dead, nothing. And we're going to slowly build on that. Dag Dave. You got it. Well, it's kind of something I can't really show because it's a lot of sensitive information with IP addresses and all that. Captain Klaus, thank you for the 29 months. Happy 29 to you as well. G-Leave, hello to you. Shrek on Demand. Hello, hello. By the way, not a big, huge rush to jump into the server because it's nighttime on there right now. All right. Yeah, I changed up my lighting in here to make it more of a studio lighting compared to what it used to be. So you'll see now, if I turn off my right light, that's just the highlight. And that's the fill. And then no highlight at all turns off back there. So that's just a subtle difference, but it makes a big deal. Or it makes a big difference. So sweet. Let's jump into game. You won't see my face during a air unit thing, so maybe during breaks or something I'll pop into here and say hello to you guys again. But we do Air 1 streams. We're not going to have a face cam on there. It takes up way too much, and I want you to see the script in action. But big thanks to Red Rum Modifications. I paid for these scripts, so they were 25 bucks a piece for both of them. There's the camera script, and then there is a realistic helicopter start script. Basically, it takes about 30 seconds to get a helicopter up to speed and all that with RPM and all that. It also monitors the health of the engine, and if you have any problems with the engine, you'll have master warning and things like that. Really cool additions there. So I'm just gonna let you know, and we're gonna get Vito in here too. We'll see if he can even get into the game. We'll see if that's the case right now. Let's see if Vito could get in. Any luck?
FiveM's refusing to load.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just jumping through the hoops to see if I can get going.
That makes no sense to me.
I have no idea what it is.
All right, we'll do a little pre-flight of the helicopter here in the meantime. Astrolay, thank you for the cheer. Appreciate that. Amazing Aviator, thank you for the 8 months. You'll notice we have new air units as well. Let me show you a little bit about these while we're waiting. Tebow fan, what's up? How you doing? So here's the helicopter startup script to let you guys see it. So you see at the very top. Well, I say that and it didn't seem like it worked. should do a startup on its own. But I did leave. You know, I bet I need to load the helicopter. Let me try that. Let me try that instead. I'm gonna go ahead and just add on vehicles, our emergency helicopters. There it goes. So this is the new script. We'll let it do its thing. And this. Yeah, so I left the server and came back in. That's what it was. We also do have a Trooper one as well, based on the Florida Highway Patrol. Do what now?
Yeah. I can load up GTA by itself, but just not FiveM.
There we go. We got green RP.
I'm gonna have to reinstall it.
That makes no sense. It was just working fine, right?
Yeah. It was an update. It just broke it.
I'll take this thing around the pitch here. I'll show you guys what the new script looks like while we're waiting. Get some altitude to do it here. But bam, here we are. We have our overlay.
Yeah, the script's definitely going to make it so much easier.
Oh yeah, dude. Here's the realistic FLIR. Although it's kind of dark at night. For sure. So that'll be something I can check. But you can lock onto vehicles. And it's really cool when you get a lock on. I'm in the wrong spot for it. It's cool when you lock onto a vehicle because it'll track it really, really well. It'll give you the information of where it's located, things like that. Like here. So there we get eastbound Joshua. It tells you when you're crossing a different road. You have the model, you have the plate number. All of that information is given to you. You can also shoot radar with this as well. So if I come over to here and put a spot down right, yeah, let's see. Kind of like that. Oh, these are the targets. Oops. Need to do the, I don't remember what it is. It is the, oh, X. That's what it was. So X. I can put this down right there and we shoot radar. There you go. And you can see how fast he was going there. So cool that we can do that as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Waiting for a FiveM to download.
Okay, no problem. I can show you guys some in the other vehicles as well while we're waiting. Waiting for Veter.
Typical bull.
Oh, you're fine, dude. Woo. I like the, you're gonna really like flying this thing, dude. It is sporty compared to the AS350.
Is it?
It's got a little more pep in her step.
Are we keeping the old helicopter or is it one?
Yeah, we still have it. And then we have our new Life Flight, which it has a weird thing on it here. Hold on. Options, liveries. There we are. Got our Life Flight now. Helicopter. That thing will get up and cruise. There's Mr. SoCal Thero. He's the one who did this vehicle pack, guys. Be sure to say awesome job to Thero for doing that. As always. Oh, I know, Jace. It's going to help out a lot. A lot. 36 months. Thank you, Thero, for that, dude. So there you go. Beautiful model. I think this one has extras. Actually, Thero knows more about it than we do. Options here. I'm going to go to doors. Let's see here. We have rears. Yep. Doors there. Have a trunk. Nope. Good. Has some weird looking ones there. Bombay. Open all doors. Okay, so it has a little basket in there for the person. That's kind of cool. Close all doors. Wild Things 214, what's up? Thank you very much for the 5 months. All right. So, I haven't learned how to stop. I mean, oh, if you get out, when you hit Y, it does the slowdown. And dude, the script, it actually like takes a minute for it to shut down, which is kind of cool. All right. Oh, it is fast, man. It is a fast one. All right, we're gonna delve this guy. So we have that. Some other things. Hold on. Kill you. Really fun one that was added in emergency here. We have some new things. A lot of these have been all updated. Which one is this? The new, yes, new Ford. Look at the lighting package on that guy. Woohoo. And we did update all of the liveries to Orlando's latest creations, which was they changed the shade of blue. It used to be real dark blue, and now it's a lighter blue, but that's just how they had it set up. Dual analog. What's up? Think of it the 2 months. Canats, think of it the 7 months. So we have that. And obviously we have different liveries. All black one there. And there's the Chiliad Sheriff. He's kind of Pasco-ish. And then we have Blaine County. There you go. So we have that truck. Then we also have some updates to some other things. We do have the Bearcat finally. She's in here. And it's mean looking.
Oh, it's very mean looking.
Oh yeah. No extras on it. It's just, it is what it is. Options. Liveries. I think it's just one livery. I think it's just the sheriff's office that has it. But there it is. So. There, we finally got that one done. Then we have the new ambulances. I'll show you those. We have this bad boy here. And there's some different liveries for this one as well. We have this one and that one. I like the red and white one. Looks pretty darn good.
Looks really good.
We have extras on it too. All those. Very cool. Then we have Ambo 3. Sandy Shores Medical Center.
Yeah, that is really cool.
And then, yeah, let me go into options here. Show you vehicle extras. We have these. The bubble lights. Oop, there we go. And then you'll notice that the lights are shorting out, and Stoppel decided to do that. Benjamin, thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate that. He made it to where it looks like this thing's been in use for so long that it, like, the lights are kind of broken on it. Now, the bubble lights, everything, and the headlights, everything work, but you'll notice, like, even in the front, they're just kind of broken. So it's been in use way too long. That's the reason for that.
That's very cool.
Yep. And then we do have the new fire truck. Well, that's the brush truck, which we've seen before, but the new lighting on it. It's awesome. Then we have our new fire truck. This is this guy, which has got a great lighting kit on it.
Oh yeah. When in doubt, reinstall FiveM.
Yep. And then we have our ladder truck now, which has a working ladder with the right analog stick. You put it where you want it to go. So we'll turn the lights on. When you have it like where you need it, get out. It kind of goes up. Now, how useful it is, I couldn't tell you. I mean, you can walk on it, which matters, you know. Unless there's some things about it that I don't know how to use. Thero would know. But yeah, not just Thero, Stoppel as well. See, Stoppel is the one who does all the lighting. Look at the lighting on that. Looks amazing. Feel like a spotlight and you'll be able to extend the ladder. Oh, okay. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, hold on. I need to figure out how to make it go up. That's the problem. Like, I can extend the ladder. Oh, the camera is the way to shoot it. Oh, I see. Oh, look at that. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Now we don't have any little things that come out, so keep that in mind. But let's see. Oh yeah, you can walk on it. And then fire the sprayer and it sprays from the ladder. Really? Has a sprayer on the front. Yeah, it's got a hose all the way up to the top. That's gonna be nice for the firefighters.
Yeah, they're gonna have fun with that.
Oh yeah. That was the biggest thing in this new one. I told when I was talking to Thero about it, I was like, we need to give things to these EMS and fire guys because they haven't had an update in a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Anybody remember how to shoot the hose? Oh, left, there it is. Yep. I mean, sadly, it doesn't stay on when you do that, but you'll see.
Yeah.
But it works.
I am slowly getting there. I'll be in a minute.
All right, no problem. I'll get the helicopter all ready to go again. Whoop, hello. Bring it on in. That would be cool if we had little,
County 527, 1037, 108.
There we go. You gotta put it where you want to there. But yeah, pretty darn. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? Let's put the ladder through the truck. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm not really good at ladder trucks, obviously. But neat that we have one. It has its moments. Your favorite is the Div Tahoe? We'll do that. Let me delete this guy.
That ladder. Griff actually yeeted himself across Paleto Bay when he was driving around with that truck.
Do what?
When he was testing it out. Griff
oh.
yeeted himself across Paleto Bay where he was testing the truck.
Yeah.
He camped around and the ladder hit a tree and just went flying across the map. It was funny.
Here's the new Tahoe. Extras. Look at all this. Let's just put everything on it. Man, look at the love that Thera put into this thing. And Stoppel with the lighting. And Stoppel, what he did, you'll notice we have a lot more white emergency lighting on the front. He's really familiar with how Florida has their lighting setups down here, and he went with that kind of feel. This looks a lot more stout though. Look at that. That looks amazing.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's really nice. I like that one a lot. I'll be using that one. Better believe it. Anything else, Thero, that we should as a must-see before we go? What else is new? Templated now. You can change out any light pod to different colors you like. That is pretty darn neat. Jay Cardiff, thank you very much for the 2 months. Brad Cassio, thank you very much for the gifted subscription to Alvi. Alvi, welcome to the stream family. Yeah, Outriggers for stability. I agree, Outlaw. That'd be pretty cool. Whose Tahoe is that one? Jinxie Blue? That's Theros. Right there, the man in the green right there on my screen. Vehicle spawner. Steelmatic 83, thank you for the 23 months. Big Sticky 10 months. Thank you for that. The new stealth. I think the stealth was updated. Let's turn some lights on.
Theory's done such a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge case is Theory.
There's the ghost delivery there. There's the new, yeah, the TA bar in the back. Looks good. Oh yeah, the new mods. You added a bunch of new stuff for modding the LEO vehicles. Mod menu. What should I be looking for? That's the question.
Oh man, I have to recache everything. This is gonna suck.
Try ornaments. Dash. Nothing there. Oh, look on the roof. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and delete this thing. Let's put a PDCB API. Options, mod menu. So I'm not seeing anything for that. For roof. I see ornaments. Okay, that's the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers on the roof. You can put your unit number up
Yep.
there.
That's what it is.
Which I love. I love that.
Yeah, that's a cool addition.
It is.
Ornaments, dash, and dials. Okay, gotcha. So that's what we added. That's neat. Have a unit on there now. Very cool. I think I covered everything for the most part. I know there's a lot more. Almost all of every vehicle was pretty much redone. All of the emergency vehicles. So,
okay.
Sheriff cruisers. Yeah. They've been
I'm
updated.
in server, but I'm currently caching everything, so it'll be a hot minute before I can shot.
Do what? Oh, you got to cache in.
I'm in server,
gotcha.
but I'm waiting for my stuff to load in.
Look at those LEDs on that. That looks so good. Only vehicle that didn't get touched was the brush truck. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty darn slick. Ghosted live. Very nice. I love the new HG2 runners on the side too. Those look really good. Interceptor. What's your favorite one? Your favorite one is the what is it called? HP truck? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not called that.
Is it even in there?
What is the one that you use all the time?
It's F250. It's Chiliad.
Chiliad.
Yeah, because Chiliad is the same truck as
He
HP.
changed the names on everything. It's not that anymore.
It's Ford. It's at the very bottom.
Oh, that one. Ford. All right. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Here's
the
new one.
On the right side, it says Chiliad.
Yeah, this is new. You haven't seen that. Well, you have seen this, but they haven't.
I have seen them. I've gotten to play with them.
Yep. There it is.
I wish I had the new ones in my server to play with even more, but I don't. I'll have to wait.
Dispatch 228, you show me 10-8, Sandy Shores PD.
Look at that. Then we have the
Come on. Server.
options, liveries on this guy. Here's the state trooper vehicle, commercial vehicle enforcement. There you are. That's what it is. It's all blue. And of course, the interior is nothing short of amazing because it's a Thero truck, which has amazing interiors and working gauges as usual. I think everybody's kind of playing with the new vehicles.
Oh yeah. Why can't I hear a jet flying around?
Oh, and there's the arrow pattern in the back. The back rack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one there.
I love the new addition to the truck.
Show you guys around. Here's the new HG2s. They look really good. Gotta play with the new vehicles before RP. You know it. Well, people are getting set up too, so.
Yep.
That's all good. Yeah, it looks awesome. I like the arrow on the back. That's cool. I'm a sucker for those license plate lights too. These vehicles are amazing, says Paul.
Yep.
Dude, look at that. Very nice. All right, cool. How much longer you got? You want me to get a helicopter? You ready yet or not? Oh, you're in.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for stuff to load.
Okay. Vehicles, helicopters. Well, we have our Cessna, which is still our Cessna. I'll let you see it. Which is going to have the script on it eventually.
Script on it. Yep.
Would like to. This will be our highway patrol helicopter or Cessna. There is that.
That'll be fun to fly around once we get the.
Yeah, we're gonna get the script on that one. I promise you, I'm gonna work on that. Vehicle spawner. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. If there's anything else. Yeah, you can toggle the arrow. Anything else, Thero, you want to show before we get rolling here? We've been live for 26 minutes.
Caught an update.
Sandy Shores did get an update. Let's see. Sandy Shores, where's your stuff? Sandy Shores Explorer. There she is. Options. Just deck it all out. Oh man, yeah, look at the
new boats.
Runner. Oh, the boat? No, I haven't seen the boat yet.
Haven't you?
Mm-mm. Oh, there's the new lighting in the back. Oh man, look at that thin light bar on that thing. Yeah, that's cool looking. All right. Yeah, I can show you the new boat. Let me see. How much longer you have, you think?
It's still downloading assets.
No problem. I'll go to the top. Hopefully I don't die under here.
Wish I didn't have to
I love how it puts you on the bottom of the
FiveM.
thing. All right. Vehicle related options, spawner, add-on vehicles, emergency. Actually, it's under boats now. Is it MLB? Which one is it? Sarah?
MLB, because the other one's the narco sub.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. So it's the U.S. Coast Guard Defender? No. It's not MLB. See? I knew it wasn't. That's an old one.
Yeah, it's an old one.
Yeah, that's not it. So it's not under boats. Under emergency? Okay, let's see. You probably saw so many of these you want to die. It's not an emergency. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. You sure you packaged it up? I would imagine it would have been there. Div boat? Okay. Div boat. Should be in there. I'm not seeing it here, dude. No div boat. Jay Miller, I think it was a 48 months. Gotta be under something else. FW boat? I can try spawning by name. FW boat. I think it is. Yeah, there it is. It is FW boat.
Ah. Yes, it's not on the list yet.
Yeah, there's the lighting. I don't think it has a siren, but it has good lights. Let's see.
Yeah, no sirens, just working lights.
Yep, just lights. Extras. Got this one. This is the flag. Nope, it's the door over there. Door over there. You have a thing in the back. A door open or closed. Oh, that's cool. You have the doors open. We have steady burns. Nice. And then number 12 is the front lights. Yeah, look at that. Very cool.
It is a cool boat.
We've done an entire stream with the MD-11, so if you want to see that, you can. Man, look at this thing. I mean, if you plane it, but I mean, look at that. It looks good. Drives really nice.
That's the wrong one.
Okay.
All right.
You there?
Yeah.
All right. Let me
I'm
get
downloading the helicopter at the moment, so you don't have to spawn it.
Okay, sweet. I'm headed over there now.
There it is.
Awesome. You can go ahead and fire it up. Make sure the script works for you. Still working fine for you?
I'll probably have to you just get out and get back in again. First time spawning it in probably isn't going to work.
Yep. I want to make sure that it's working for you.
Yeah, that was working and I deleted it. There it goes.
All right, nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. I like that.
Let me know when, and you have to wait for the RPM to be green before we can lift off the ground.
Yep.
All right, nice. Yep. Oh, it does it for me as well. So we have to be in it together, pretty much get in at the same time. It looks like. I wasn't sure how that worked. That's okay. Oh, we're green on the RPM, so all right, let's do it.
We're green on the RPMs.
Air 1 skids up will be available.
So there's actually an Easter egg on this helicopter for me, specifically.
There's what now?
An Easter egg on this helicopter made for me.
Oh, yeah.
That's the town number.
The unit down there.
Yeah, this is different. I have to get used to this.
yeah, get used to the handling on it. It gets up in boogies a little bit. I don't know how fast it is in a straight line.
Show me 1050 as abandoned car 1039 East Joshua.
039.
Yeah.
This is a lot smoother. This camera is. I still use my my other, the gimbal that works as well. Wish I had to zoom in and out on the controller. That's the only thing I wish I had. But that's okay.
On the controller, it's just on the mouse. Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this this FLIR. It's experimental right now. I'm interested to see how it works on Civ. I don't know if it picks up Civ body heat. Oh, it's picking up somebody on there. They're like black hot. There they are. It's interesting how that's got that set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the how far down you are on the camera and the direction is off the nose, which is really helpful.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get a lock on him. Come on down a bit. Got it.
I got a individual just flew past me, high rate of speed, just got ejected from the vehicle.
Whoa.
36 East Joshua. If I can get medic over here too.
Medic. Let's check it out.
228 out with it.
So reset camera position. I need to see how the markers work for them. I want to see. It's X and H.
1036, right?
Yep. Be right here. Must have been a little further down.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the map to download.
Oh, gotcha. I see units on the way. I think they're all kind of confused.
Oh, I see it right down there.
Whoa, you're going to crash. What happened?
No.
Yep, you're crashing on my screen. We just hit the ground.
I'm flying.
Nope.
I'm still flying.
Nope.
Oh, okay. DC?
Yep, I'd say so. Everybody kind of just froze anyway on my screen. Massive desync. We're good. All right. Jeez Louise, that was crazy. All right.
Okay, I'll go.
Now we can head back to the scene. It might be because you were loading the map and still. Oh, here's the scene down here. Yep. You weren't lying. So who got ejected from the vehicle? That's the question. I don't even see the person. I see him squatted down. There's the person.
Westbound lanes at 1036 Joshua will be blocked at this time.
There you go.
I have no idea.
Okay, so how does FLIR work? Oh, they're blocks. They're white blocks. The people are.
Oh.
That's interesting. So it gives you a heat signature off of the people in block format.
Of actual players, but not 78s.
Interesting. This is signal 78?
It's only showing players.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Not signal 7. Yeah, so that helps you decipher who's who. But it'd be nice eventually where they can do something with that. I see how it's working now.
Right.
It's dark. It's really dark. So I might go back on the on that. You can turn it on and off in the settings, but I have to reload the script. I'm not gonna do that while we have all this going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am gonna turn down the audio.
I'm trying to. This helicopter's throwing off my orbits.
Oh, yep. And we're pretty high, it feels like. No, maybe not.
No, we're at the same altitude as we normally at.
Okay. Yep, you're right. It's this right there. The surfer van. Yeah, we'll just help them out for now. How you liking the new helicopter?
Oh, but so far, I'm loving it, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm going to get used to this now.
Do you think it's faster?
It kind of feels like it is faster. I need to do a test between the two.
Yeah.
To actually play to see, because I didn't get to play with the helicopter before it came into the server. Only the cars, so I don't know. I'd have to test them out. Do that at the end of the stream, I suppose. But it does feel faster though.
Maybe try a wider orbit, since we have so much speed than we're used to. Because it does feel like, I think that's what was throwing me off, because we're like close to it. I'm not used to it going this fast in a circle. So that's a wider orbit. This thing's got a hell of a zoom on it, man.
Just be advised, Joshua Norton, 715.
Look at the zoom this thing has.
2244.
It's pretty good. I mean, we're flying out here.
Clear, valid.
Yeah, I'm further out than normal.
Yeah, dude, that's a really good orbit there. And I can zoom way in on it. I haven't used the spotlight yet. Let's see how this works.
He's good to go.
Well, actually, I want to see how the
All right, 10-4, thank you.
spotlight doesn't seem like it's working. Any ground units, can you confirm spotlight from Air 1?
4-5, negative.
10-4. Okay, so that is not working. All right. Good to know. So that was, hold on. Spotlight was F. So Y. Speed calculations that. I'm going to do a marker test. I do want to do that.
Yeah, it does feel like I do a lot more work than normal.
Air 1 to ground units, can you confirm on your GPS that you have a marker? Do you see it on your mini-map?
10-9.
Nope.
Air 1, you said a marker?
Yeah, 10-4 on your GPS.
Stand by, sir.
No,
I'm not sure if it doesn't show up.
No, I don't think
it does on the map. It's on the map.
For you, it is, yeah.
But not for you?
I don't see it. No.
Okay. Weird.
Air 1 from 145. Looks like it's going to be negative.
10-4. Interesting. We're just learning how to use everything. I don't know how it all works.
Yeah.
Night vision on this thing is a lot. Seems like it's brighter than the last one. Flare is interesting for sure.
Yeah, the flare is pretty interesting.
Counting from 901, just be advised, we're going to open eastbound lanes of travel. We're going to keep westbound blocked until we get the vehicle secured.
We don't have a fuel script in here yet. I'm going to be working to put one in. I think that is something that we definitely need to have in our server. Again, don't you think? Well, not for the helicopter. I'm talking for the ground units, for cars.
The ground units, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on it.
Yeah. Like,
I remember whenever it, like, I remember that when you're a civ, sometimes it's fun to just fill up gas, something to do. But when you're in a pursuit, it's the worst thing ever.
It is.
Hey, Mr. Belmar, what's up? Good evening.
County
Jinxie, thank you for the cheer.
feedback available.
Appreciate it. All right. Air 1, 10-4, you can show us clear on the scene. We're good.
I suppose a script that the fuel lasts is slightly longer than the last one, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I don't think it works for air units because it's hard to time that out to make it realistic versus fair. I like our 20-minute timer on a pursuit. If even that. It depends. I'm currently kind of in the position of
120.
For pursuits, I would be okay with, you know, not having a timer until it became a problem. And if we have people say, hey, this is kind of ridiculous, then we can go back to it. But for the most part, all the air units have been pretty fair. Well, to be honest, it's been me and you lately. But we try to be as fair as possible to the civs as we possibly can.
We are fair.
Yeah.
We are fair with.
Yeah,
with
dude,
the
this
civs.
helicopter is moving it. I wonder what the speed is.
Before I turned back around, I did like 120 knots. I don't know what that was in miles an hour.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta learn these controls. D-pad rights, toggle camera. B is cycle camera modes. A, entity lock. Oh, so I can get it with A. Okay. The only thing I can't do on the controller is zoom.
If I go full out, 130 miles an hour, 135.
That's about the same.
Miles an hour.
AAA 1036.
That's in a straight line.
Yeah, that's moving it.
120 banking.
Yeah. I believe you can only lock on vehicles. I wish you could just lock on a point. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, looks like that is the case. But at least I don't have to use the space bar for that. That's actually a lot easier to get a car. There we go. Yeah. I love that. That's a lot easier than reaching over and hitting the space bar every time you want to try to get a lock on a vehicle.
That's good.
But there it tells me the plate of that vehicle. I don't see the speed on it though. So let me go toggle and then back in. So remove last marker, place marker. So L3, R3. Okay, that's markers. Tile speed calculation. So markers, remove marker. Interesting. Okay. And then speed calc is X. Okay, so if I want to shoot radar on somebody, I'm gonna be like, boop, and that'll shoot radar in that position.
Yeah, any vehicles that cross it.
So like this guy here, I'm gonna shoot him. See what he's doing. I think it just shows it.
County 527, you can show me back clear 10-8 off that. County tow came, pick up the vehicle, and that's going off to them pound.
Okay, so it does. That's how you are to estimate the actual speed when he goes through it. Boom.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. Have to put it up further there. He drives through it. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, so I got to put it down and then look at him. You can get an estimated speed off of him that way. It's okay. So I have to put the marker down and then use the X of the camera to determine his speed. So I put it down there, and then like this car here, I have to follow him, and I can see, yeah, it'll estimate what the speed is that they're traveling. So you have to work to get that, which is good. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the night vision looks pretty darn good.
That's not bad.
It's brighter than the original, that's for certain. You can even see our shadow really well. That's awesome.
And the moon.
Do you guys like for night operations? You like night vision or you like regular camera?
Why am I going towards clear today?
I don't know. You're flying.
I don't know either. I'm too busy looking at the camera.
Go ahead and turn around.
I will.
Oh yeah.
It's just a really cool script.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it is. It is Griff. And guys, Shadow Shifter here. He's the one who did the liveries on our vehicles. So be sure to say thank you or say good job on that because you did a great job. Mr. Shadow Shifter. Thank you for 38 months, brother.
Yep.
FLIR is better. Night vision's better. Yeah, you can see a lot more at night. I agree. Night and rural,
I just
normal is
love
city.
the overlay.
Agreed. Yeah, the overlay really is nice. And I can toggle that too, on and off.
But yeah, it's a
Which is
toggleable
nice.
thing. And but the fact that you can now see what road you're looking at and you don't have to wait for me to get over top of it with the helicopter.
So what's nice is you can reset the camera by hitting left on the D-pad. So if you're ever like looking,
Yeah.
you want to be like, okay, it's off my nose. You can reset the camera back.
Yeah. If
Which is
you're
pretty
not
nice.
sure, yeah.
Yep.
But also the overlay of the direction of the helicopter and the camera in the top left there also helps as well.
Yes, I do like that. I just wish we had a zoom feature. I'm gonna ask him about that.
On the controller?
Yeah, because if we could just use the left stick to control that in and out, dude, I could use the entire controller for the. It would be so smooth.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Definitely would be nice.
Hey, that dude is doing like 80, 70. Okay, so yeah, so I can get a track from that position and see he's doing 73, 74 miles an hour. That's freaking cool. So you have to set it pretty far away because if you're too close to it, it doesn't know how fast you are in relative to it. So it's like pinging the ground in a point with a laser and going, okay, that is the reference of your speed compared to that point compared to that vehicle that's traveling past it. I think that's how it figures it out.
Yeah.
Which is pretty neat. So like I could put the marker up there. Whoop. About right.
Yeah, I'm turning around.
Oh, no
Sorry.
problem. You're good. All right. Yeah, just figuring it out. I'll turn the night vision back on.
Oh. Go down 68.
Yeah, I agree there, Clap. Thank you for the cheer as well. JC Gaming, thank you for the 7 months. Yeah, we'll do night vision at night because it makes sense. We have quite a few civs on, so I'm sure something's gonna pop off.
Yeah.
It's just that
At the moment, I'm
an
babying the
airplane.
helicopter.
You see him?
It's a 78 plane.
Yeah, I didn't know where he was at. I hear him.
He was just off to our left above us.
Oh yeah, there he is. Nice. Oh, and he disappeared.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm loving this new air unit. This is nice. Yeah, the night vision is done really well. Like the FLIR is still a work in progress, you can tell, but the night vision I think is probably the best night vision I've seen in this game.
Yeah.
Like it looks like actual night vision, and not to mention that you can see people really well on the bank and everything. That's amazing.
It was definitely worth picking it up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Worth $25 for sure.
Definitely. Even the
yeah, each
the other
script
one
is
as
like
well.
$25, which is kind of cheap for the amount of work that goes into it. And if they're this far, like this is eons over the last helicopter script we worked with.
Yeah.
This is really advanced, but that one didn't get the free one didn't get any kind of like quality of life updates or anything
Yeah, it didn't
like
get
that.
any love.
Mm-mm.
Got no love for it.
Not for what it should have.
Like we did work on it a little bit when we put it in the server, just so it would be
Cat 527
compliant with the
on
controller.
1050 gray color.
But that was about it.
Ford pickup 1036 Alhambra. at
1036.
24/7 parking lot.
They're in a. They are at the hot dog stand.
Yep.
On traffic stop. We go right over here. Well, I don't see him down there. Oh, he's literally at the 24/7. Okay. Oh yeah, it's an old pickup truck. Oh, hello. I got it unlocked. That was weird. Why? Why do you do this?
Is it because it went behind the building?
I think so. Oh, let's check that again. Go behind. Dude, I think it might do that. It breaks the lock if you go behind a line of sight object. Yeah, try it again.
We'll find out.
When you go, you went behind the antenna? The tower? Is that what happened?
Probably. Or the building, or the 24/7 saw itself.
There's nothing there. Yeah, if we go around an object, it breaks it. That is awesome. So we don't even have to RP that anymore. It just works.
So it means if somebody goes into a tunnel, it'll unlock.
Yep. All right, here, let me try to get a lock on this guy. Oops. There we go. That looks like a whole lot of something in the back of that. You see that?
Yeah.
That looks like a whole lot of something. And he's talking to another officer on scene. That looks like bricks of marijuana and lots of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair to the Civ too. So that means if they go into a tunnel or something, it's going to break like that. That's really cool.
Yep.
I'm having to manually control the gimbal.
It just locks the lock. That's
County 901. I'll be out with a running vehicle behind the gas station here on Panorama. 10
not running.
0.
A running.
If it's occupied. San Andreas 64 Bravo Golf Yankee 516 64 BGY 516.
Yeah, see, if somebody's in a vehicle, they don't show up on the FLIR. That's interesting. It's only when they're out on the ground you get a white dot or marker on them.
okay.
Yeah, try to stay on the inside of this antenna this time.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that is.
As you see,
yeah,
pretty close.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that is not gonna be oregano in the back of that truck, and that's a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
His only option in this is to back straight into the car or go straight through the fence. I'm gonna guess he's gonna go straight through that fence if he takes off.
Yeah. If he takes off.
Marijuana is definitely legal in the OCRP realm, just not that much of it. That is intent to distribute like all the way, and that's a lot. That's an insane amount. He's getting out of the vehicle. Yep, they're white dots.
Complying.
He's complying right now.
County 527. If I can get just one more unit here by the 24/7 for a sobriety check.
No sobriety check.
I'll be back around.
10-4.
This is now a very tight orbit. Yeah, I am. The more
JT Allman, thank you for the 15 months. Appreciate that big time, man. Thank you. Sorry, guys, if I missed some of y'all in the chat.
the more I'm loving it.
The more you fly it.
Well, the helicopter and the scripts.
Oh yeah, the scripts are awesome. Yeah, this is a lot easier to. I love having a toggle, whatever you want to say, a toggleable.
Toggleable.
Yeah, look at this car.
Yeah, I can't even say it.
Got a hustler. Let's keep an eye on him. It's a cool looking car.
We'll just do it.
Nice hot rod. Yeah, the Life Flight heli's pretty darn awesome, man. They had an option to use that too earlier. Oh, he is interesting. I could break it and then I'm gonna try to see how fast he's going. Hold on. Let's go. Boom. Get an idea of how fast he's actually going here. He's picking up speed a little bit. Hey, he's doing all right. Remove it.
Yeah, he's not going that fast.
That's fun though, because now you don't just get an auto speed when you lock on him. You have to work for that information. I love that. So we'll do it again here. I'll break that off. Then I'm going to set the marker up here. Now we can see how fast he's actually going by tracking on him. If I set it, I think, yeah, then I can now reconnect to him and I'll have an estimated speed to the marker. That's cool. Okay, I see the best way to do that now. That's pretty neat. It's a good looking car. All right, we'll leave it be. He's not doing anything wrong.
No, he isn't.
We're just using him as a test subject.
Playing with the new toys.
Yeah, we don't do the aircraft crashes RP, and a lot of the reason is because we don't mind if somebody wants to set that up and be like, hey, we want to do this as a community event because there's a lot of people involved in something like that. But if we allowed that to just happen randomly, like you can't stop the civs from doing it, and then now you're going to have like 8 airplane crashes within an hour on your hands. I mean, it's a possibility. It could happen. So there's a lot of RP we don't touch for those reasons. Looks like they're still all going to be 10-4 down there. That's 24/7.
Yeah, like it's going peacefully at the moment.
Yep, he's just in front of the car there. I think they're just going to probably open it up, see what it is. It's probably just, you watch, he's probably RP in that as just oregano or something stupid.
Probably.
All right, it's probably time to RTB for a refuel. Let's do it.
Yep.
Air 1 will be RTB to Sandy Shores Airfield for a refuel. Awesome. Love that new helo.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to its characteristics and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it.
Oh, me too.
Man, if you don't shut the fuck up with your bullshit.
99.
Oh.
Jeez Louise. What a perfect time for that. I would hope they're not doing that. Oh, I think they were in the wrong. I think it was one of the civs. Like, I would hope that's not one of our officers on a scene. So how did you shut the engine down? Just doing the engine stop?
I just did. No, I just did the /ENG.
Oh, okay.
That still works.
Interesting.
All the lights are grayed out for me, except for you. You still have the battery and all that stuff. So I don't think that's properly synced.
No, I don't think that's synced, which is fine. But that's cool that you can just do a /eng to start and stop that script.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I was testing it.
Nicely done.
It's a nice model,
407 Delta Victor.
Yeah,
Oh, I know. I think it's great.
yeah.
All right.
I love that Easter egg.
Under the commercial for that? No. Yep. Just forget. Yeah, the fuel truck. Have the old fuel truck out here.
Yep.
Uh-oh. That unit's going after somebody there. What is that police car? What is that car across the street? You see that? What? That's been there for a while. What is that?
Sandy PD?
Oh, is it?
It looks like it.
They have black cars like that? They're black and white. They're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a Sandy PD.
Oh, maybe it's just the LOD screwed up from over here.
I had to pull the camera out to take a look.
901, attempt to stop a vehicle eastbound Joshua from Panorama.
Oh, no, he just has
Off
it
the
all
road now,
black.
stand by.
That's what it is. Okay.
Whoop.
Is he
Okay.
taking off? No, he's just stopping a vehicle.
Attempting to stop a
I got the
vehicle.
vehicle stop now, just
He's got them stopped.
east
Okay.
of the Panorama Joshua intersection. Let me get a additional unit. This vehicle tried to run into me.
Oh,
Oh,
well, probably let's do a hot fuel. Get this thing moved out of the way.
County 901, it's going to be San Andreas 25 Sam Mike Victor 675, San Andreas 25 SMV 675. It's a Great Primo Albany.
Oh, I saw him earlier driving around during that
I'm out with it.
thing.
yeah.
All right. I think if I get in, it's going to restart that script. I have a feeling we did last time. Yep. So I have to wait for it to all turn green, I think. I don't think it matters. It's
Yeah, I'm
all
still
going to be
waiting
great.
for the RPMs. Yeah. It still works on my side, so.
That's all that matters. It's for the pilot anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Here once we skids up Sandy Shores. Alrighty, let's do it.
Yeah, this definitely gets up and goes.
Mm-hmm.
There they are, just below us right there.
Yep. Let's see. I see the vehicle. Oh, you can lock on people. What?
Oh.
No way. Hold on.
What?
I can't. I'm trying here.
I'm trying to get back to it.
There we go. Yeah, I think you can lock on people.
It look.
Yeah,
Like
you
it?
can. You can lock on humans.
Oh.
Look at that.
Now we can
That's
definitely
a-
track suspects.
That is a
I'll put it.
game changer. That is a game
is.
changer. That's pretty
Okay,
awesome.
That's new. I love that.
Yep. There we go.
County 901, roll county medical, please.
The lights turn green one by one. There's a delay on the heli lift. Yep. Yeah, as the pilot, it's working fine on his end.
Yeah, it's working fine to me.
So, are you still working on the FLIR mode? We were looking at that. I wish this was brighter. That'd be nice. Like I see what's going on with the squares. But yeah, I wish that was brighter. I gotta say, the night vision, like it looked not during the day, but at night, that is the best night vision I've ever seen. Love that. See you, Mr. Bomar. Have a good night, man.
GTA limitations.
Yeah, the limitations of
Okay.
it. I mean, it's awesome. But there's no way to brighten the screen up for the FLIR? Man, this is slick. I gotta say, I absolutely love the addition of the names of the road.
Yeah.
It tells you what road they're on, all that. Oh, they got them out of the vehicle. Oh, they're wasted, dude. They are wasted. Love that LOD
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Primo allows the fauna to come into the car. Oh, dude, yeah,
Yeah.
they're trashed. Look at that. I'm gonna get a lock on them if I can here. Oh, almost.
if you can.
I'm trying.
County 57, I'll be back. Clear 10-8.
Got him. Yeah,
Nice.
they're wasted.
Show me 10-7, technical difficulties.
I've never wanted to have a pursuit so bad in my life. I want to use the new stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Drunk as a skunk. But yeah, I don't know, Red Rum, if there's a way for the left stick to be the camera zoom in and out, or if it's like, because the mouse and the keyboard, right? The mouse wheel is how you zoom in. I can't figure out. I don't think there's a way to zoom in and out on the controller, which would be really nice. Oh, they're in trouble. All right, look at that. I mean, they're just trashed. What can you say?
Drunk.
They crunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be changed on your end with mapping your controller to that via an external software. Oh, okay. I do have like what is it? Not Xpatter. I have the other one. I haven't used it in forever. Hey, Reddington, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We got a DUI subject here. We're just checking out right now. They're in a traffic stop. Oh man, if I could use my thrustmaster stick to control that, or to even fly, that's a script we really need. Is to be able to use direct input in flying vehicles. I mean, that would make a world of a difference if we could use a controller.
Airborne from now
Like
on,
that.
just an update. We're investigating the female's current condition. She's got a couple of suspicious packages in her backseat as well. We're just trying to determine what her story is.
10-4. There is a script for that? Really? You can map the joystick to that, I'd assume. Did you make a script for that? To fly helicopters? Yes, you did? Okay, we're gonna have to look into that. Oh,
Nope.
no, you didn't.
Nope. He's just saying yes, there is.
There is
There
one.
is.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. I was Googling the hell out of that the other day. I couldn't find it. I'll have to look. Wheel support's a thing. You can definitely get that.
You know, there is a thing for it, but it requires the server to have script hook enabled, but then
Yep.
that enables players to use trainers.
Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why we don't run that.
County 901. Just medical's coming 97. Just for your 43, the driver's now vomiting.
Uh-oh.
There's a Sand King doing doughies out of the Sandy Airfield.
Is there? We'll go look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is. Get a lock on that thing. Yep. I'm going to call it in. Air 1 to any available units. We got a Sand King on the Sandy Shores Airfield doing donuts.
County 57 being around.
Plate
Caught
San
my eye
Andreas
'cause he's-
Sierra Hotel Alpha Romeo Papa Sharp. Vehicle's now leaving and headed towards the Yellow Jack on southbound on Panorama. Vehicle's pulling into the parking lot of this Yellow Jack. Here they are. Looks like it'll be a white male with a business top and blue jeans. He saw the shadow from the chopper. He knows. Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
he's running around. Who's that? Oh, he's doing something he shouldn't be doing in there. There's somebody running. A unit is on scene. What is that? What are they doing?
Code
That looks
7,
like-
I'm right behind that vehicle now. Airborne, did he go inside?
That's from he went inside, and then that female subject that just came running from there. I don't know if there was a disturbance inside.
All right, 10-4. I'm gonna go make contact with another unit. Can come over here and stand by with me.
8-4, I'm right around the corner. I'll be pulling up shortly.
10-4.
Yeah.
Here's the other unit showing up now.
Yeah. It caught my eye just off the side of the screen. I was like, what on earth was that? And I see the Sand King just doing doors.
Of course. Petrum, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that greatly, man. Very, very kind of you. This is incredible stuff that you have done here. This really is. It's everything that me and Vito want in what we like to do in our air unit stuff. There's a person running, another person running.
Like, I'm gonna...
Red Drum gifting 5 subscriptions out. Mike Beak. We got Gargas. We got Ammo. We got Willie and Crypt Panda. Welcome to the stream family. Thank you for doing that, dude. You did not have to do that. You just paid back for one of your one of the scripts that I just bought off you today. Lorengo says he's only going to call them Doughies from now on. I've never heard of Doughies.
All right.
Yep, that's the subject
No
there.
idea.
I thought those were blue jeans. I think he's wearing slacks.
Probably.
And see, I think if
Time
the...
901, you can change my traffic stop to a drug call. I'll have one adult female at 10:15.
Oh, she is going to be in trouble. Oh,
Yeah.
this guy's getting in his vehicle. That's not good. Here, one to
Slow
ground
movement
units
down
at
a
the
little
Yellow Jack. You guys 10-4.
I think we're 10-4 for right now, yeah.
10-4.
Okay.
Reddington, thank you for the 4 months, man. Always good to see you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No,
Red
the camera
Pack
should... I'm
Gaming.
gonna go pick one up for my, just to put on my server to have fun with.
Yep. Red Pack Gaming, thank you for the cheer. Love your videos. Keep up the great work. I just got done doing Air 1 in my community. Had a blast. Had a huge 2-hour manhunt and 3 pursuits. Nice. We call them 31. They're 1031s in our penal code here.
Airborne, if you want to just stick him around, he's being uncompliant now.
Yeah, 10-4. We got you.
Yeah, I changed my orbit a little bit so we don't go behind the building.
Oh, it's not a big deal. Easy to track back on him.
No, I know that. But with the script, I kind of like... I like that feature, but at the same time, it's like... I want to change my orbit just a little bit.
That works for me. Oh, yeah, Benjamin, I know that. Oh! And there he goes. We got a pursuit.
He just hit my car.
Yep, vehicle just looks like a 1050 on the guardrail, and we're going to be continuing south on Panorama. This will be a 1031 on that Sand King for any other units that are in the area. We're eastbound on Panorama Drive right now, coming to Route 68. Continue Road 68, eastbound. Left turn on to Cat Claw. We'll be northbound Cat Claw now. Still continuing northbound Cat Claw, past Rogers Salvage. Continuing straight on to Nowhere Road.
Hey, we got what we wanted.
Continuing on Nowhere Road, headed towards Sandy Shores. And we're going to be making the left turn now onto Marina. The dirt side of Marina on the other side of Joshua Road. Crossing Joshua onto Marina in downtown Sandy Shores. Left turn Alhambra. We now westbound Alhambra Drive, passing to 24/7. He just struck a vehicle, continuing.
We get another unit and I can pit him.
Negative on the pit for traffic. I don't want these guys shutting them down in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, give them a little chase. Yeah. Give them a little chase. It'll be all right. Vehicles continuing northbound Algonquin. Sorry, northbound Mountain View Drive. Westbound now, pulling into a residence at Marina. There you go. I think it might be stuck. Alex, thank you for the raid. Enjoy, Demo Guy. Thank you very much for getting the subscription to Floated.
Hey, Alex.
Final stop will be right here. Westbound Mountain View Drive at Marina Drive. That's going to be right at 10:21.
It's continuing.
And continuing now will be westbound on Marina Drive at the boathouse. Turning around. Eastbound Marina. Continuing on Marina, right turn onto Mountain View Drive south. Passing Ammunition. Continuing southbound Mountain View Drive. Coming up on Alhambra now. It'll be westbound Alhambra. In front of the fire station. Making a left turn northbound on Panorama. Continuing northbound Panorama, crossing the railroad tracks, almost to Sandy Shores Airfield.
That is not where my shadow is.
Air 1 to ground, you confirm that was signal 1 subject. Still South Panorama, coming back up to the Yellow Jack. Taking the dirt road. Next to the Yellow Jack, back to Route 68. Right turn on to Route 68. We'll be westbound Route 68 now, headed towards Harmony. And units are good for a pit. Traffic conditions are getting better. He's gonna kill somebody because he's signal 1.
Oof.
Means he's intoxicated. Yeah, I wanted to give him a little bit of a thing here, but he's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah,
so here we go. He's getting in position for the pit. Oh, he's ramming into a vehicle there. Vehicle still continuing westbound Route 68 through downtown Harmony at the moment. Units go for a pit. Pit was successful. Oh, he's ramming him. Oh, come on, dude.
Oh,
whoa.
Come on.
Subject is now lethally ramming vehicles. Lethal force is authorized. If he wants to take it that way, we'll take it that way. But he's trying to kill him. He's driving his truck over them. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Subject 1050. Still on Route 68. I'm back on Route 68, ramming police vehicles. We gotta zoom in for this. It's gonna be a fireworks. Shoot him. Oh, he's gonna give up. Oh, karma. Subject was dealt karma right here. Route 68. Final stop. Gonna be at 942. Route 68, 942. That dude's lucky to be alive right now, I'll tell you that. He was gonna get shot.
I'm happy that I changed my settings on Discord because this time you didn't hear the door slam.
Yeah. Yeah, lethal force had to be authorized on that one.
Yeah.
I wanted to give him a little bit of a chase, but he was, I mean, well, one, I was like, we're not going to shut him down in 2 seconds. Nice, they got him in custody. You know, I didn't want them to just shut him down immediately because we haven't had anything going on all night. So, like, and that happens a lot with newer people, especially, like, when you haven't had a pursuit in a while. Like, you want to shut it down, realistically, in that situation, you probably would. But since we, you know, for RP sake, give him a little bit of a chase. But yeah, he was starting to cross and he was ramming multiple vehicles.
Driving over top of the cruiser like that was
That was the one that did it. When he drove over that car, I was like, nope. Dude's lucky to be alive right now.
Yeah.
And then he got
Sure,
karma,
so he didn't
dude.
get it.
Absolute karma. That car ran him over.
by Rancher excelled by the looks of things. It was. Yeah, I'm
Here,
still
one to ground. Need that you guys 10-4.
10-4, we'll be 10-4 here.
Making sure they're all okay. Nobody needs medical.
Yeah.
Airborne, we're code 4. You can clear. Thanks for this.
10-4.
527 radio check.
There we go. 5x5. Let's go to let's go back to Sandy Shores.
All right.
There's something going on over here.
I tried to tell him he was 5x5, but my mic's muted. You know, I am absolutely loving the scripts and this helicopter.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to the keeping altitude in this helicopter because it feels like it's a little bit heavier than the other one.
Yeah.
It's definitely quick.
It's got speed, but yeah, I think it has a really nice feel to it, especially in the turns, I noticed.
Yeah. No, it does feel nice going in turns.
And it also, I don't know if you've noticed when you use the anti-torque left and right, it feels more natural than the AS350. AS350 is kind of like a full deflection. This one felt a little more mushy to me, which I like.
This does feel a little. I'm doing it right now. It actually feels quite good.
Yeah.
It actually feels like a helicopter.
Just be aware your voice meter is doing the clicky things.
Yeah. Okay.
No problem. Yeah, permission to hover if you would like.
I'll land.
You'll land. Oh man, seeing that that shadow looks so good. So good. Oh damn. Desynced when you got low to the ground. You like in a menu or something? I'm trying to figure out what's causing that. Did you all tab?
Nope.
Weird. Yeah, it just desyncs and it just drops the helicopter straight to the ground with me in it.
I don't know what's causing that.
I don't know. Here, we'll get out at the same time. Oh yeah, you're shutting it down.
Yeah. No, for me to tab out, I have to like land. If I hover, I'm just gonna drift away and not have no control of the helicopter. Script works pretty fine.
I love it. You're wearing your parachute.
Oh no, this is just the stock GTA fight suit. I haven't.
Yeah, it's the fighter pilot.
Yeah, I haven't changed to the proper one. Like it closely matches, so it's like, you know, it's a flight suit. I'm wearing the right helmet at least.
Yeah. Sarah, if you're still around, I think it'd be cool if eventually we add a amber light to this, or on top or something to this thing. Needs a little bit of a safety light or something like that. If it was an old rotator, it wouldn't bother me. There we go. What's going on?
Oh, not much.
That was fun.
It was very
No.
fun. You you want some pictures with the new helicopter and some Durangos?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be nice if the sun was up.
Yeah.
Is there a clapper in this?
No.
Damn.
No clapper. Yeah, the moment I saw him try to drive over one of you guys, I was like, that's it. I mean, he's lucky he didn't get shot. He should have been.
Yeah, I was getting ready to, hit the gas pedal.
Right.
Well, either way, he got karma because he got ran over.
Yup.
All right, y'all have a good night.
You too. We'll stop back later.
Real chatty cappies. Real chatty over here. Jeez Louise. Pulling teeth.
Counter 527, I'll be 10-6 at Sandy Shore Station booking one individual.
I was like, I'm trying to pull a conversation out of nothing here. What can you do?
Yep.
Those lights look good. Look
Oh,
real
yeah.
good. Real Tropical, what's up? First time in the stream and wanted to join for 1 minute. Glad to be here. Glad to see you. Welcome on in.
There's a helicopter coming in.
A what? Helicopter coming in?
Yeah, there's a helicopter coming in.
Where at?
There's a SIP flying around the hell. Just to
North? I hear it.
behind the helicopter.
Oh,
hovering
yeah,
over the
there's a
highway.
Civ. Nice. We were at an airport.
Got a vehicle
Yep.
driving faster to
Oh.
speed southbound panorama, trying to catch up to him.
Time to get rolling. I'm going to move the truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a blue two-door sports car going now heading towards 68. He's stopping. Stand by.
He's stopping, but we're going to get going. Oh, here. Almost forgot. Left the door open here. We'll leave the truck on him, but... Oh, the door won't close. What?
We San Andreas. 8
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. It doesn't have collision.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
So yeah, blue two-door.
Here, one will be skids up out of Sandy Shores. Oh, man. You jumped like straight in the air on my screen.
Oh man. All right, that's
That you might have to wait a lot longer.
weird.
That was very,
Oh,
very
everything
jank.
Everything was green, and I slowly pulled power up to.
No, it just shot me. Well, I think we're just dealing with a little bit of desync tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of desync.
We tracking.
There was probably a script that's conflicting with stuff. It could be the helicopter engine script, maybe.
Yeah, it might be. Might just have to wait.
Yeah. Like everything was green across the board before I took off, so. Am I doing that clicking thing again? God dang it.
Is it clicking? Clicking bell?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I think I clicked on. Yeah, I'm on that officer, not the car. There we go. Now I'm on the car.
Yeah, you can tell when there's no information about the car. Yeah, I think that's going to be the next thing I save up for after I get my new monitor. This is the Go XL and a microphone.
Yeah,
I'm sick
you're
and tired of
clicking
voicing it.
again.
Yeah. Oh. How about now?
It looks like they're complying. Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save up for something better.
No, it's doing it again.
Is it?
Yep, and it's the voice
Oh my God,
meter
I just
thing. It's the one that was like
I just reset it.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Piping just the regular beauty sounds terrible.
Blackjack, thank you for the 16 months, man. What's up, Zach? How you doing? Average 138. Thank you for the cheer. How you doing? Real Ultimate J. Gifted a subscription to Lorango the Django. Lorango, welcome to the stream family.
Ever since my
And you gotta
audio
go.
issue that
No
you
problem.
said,
We'll see you next time.
it's been
Have a good one. Red Devil,
Things
the
being
mobile
weird.
sun is not working on our version of FiveM. I think we need to update our version of FiveM. I was told that with the script that it works on certain versions, and I'm pretty sure ours is out of date.
Oh, what is that? Decent. Cool.
The what?
My game just chilled for like a second. Don't know what it was.
Maybe it's a connection issue in Discord. Hold on. Let me try something. Let me try changing servers. Ping isn't horrible. Let's see here. My suppression's off. Blah, 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 blah. No, it doesn't seem like it. Like 48 milliseconds. That's not that bad. I don't know, man. Strange.
I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna save up for something better.
No, it's just voice meter doing stupid stuff. I've recorded with so many people that use voice meter in the past. It does the same thing. I know that.
We've
feel.
all used it. But like, I do want to get a new microphone, but for that I need to get something to drive that set microphone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go XL for it. And then I can just ditch voice meter altogether.
Mm-hmm. I got you, Phantom. Oh, that person's out of the vehicle. And looks like they are going to do a possible sobriety test on them. It's a female subject. What is this cop doing down here? Showing off his muscles to this person? What?
So
Not even kidding. Look at this guy.
Airborne from 901, we're code 4.
10-4.
he showed off to us.
Yep, he was. All right, we're good there. We had a vehicle over here. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see if I can get speed on him here. They were going pretty
Ooh, he
quick.
looks like he's going- Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, speed. Can't really tell.
County 567, I'll be clear 10-8.
Let me try something here.
all set.
Up there to there. Ah. There we go. Yeah, he's not going fast.
Nah.
This is turning into... Oh, he's doing weird stuff. Larry's RV sales. Keep an eye on this guy.
County 901, we're going to be code 4 10-8. Female was issued a verbal warning for the speed.
Burnt out in the dirt. Making a left turn now. Stopping in the middle. Okay. Air 1 to any available ground units. Route 68. We're just passing right at 944 with a two-door sports car with a wheelie bar doing wheelies, tailgating vehicles, driving recklessly.
901 to Air 1 10-9, the direction of travel for that vehicle.
We're at 946 eastbound on Route 68 coming up to Yellow Jack now. Oh man, those two were flying on him, weren't they?
Kind of 57. I'm coming up to Yellow Jack if we intervene.
Yeah, they're
I
pulling
think
over.
whatever they do.
Yeah, further 43. Vehicle pulled into the Larry's RV sales. Did a burnout there, got onto the road, came to a stop, gassed it up, hit the wheelie bars, continued speeding, recklessly driving, tailgating.
County 901, we got that vehicle stopped eastbound US Route 68 just west of Panorama Drive.
It's a petty stop, but I mean, he was driving like an idiot.
He was driving like a complete jackass. If he
Doesn't
wasn't doing anything like
be
that,
here. I'll just wait in my car just in case he runs off.
he would have been fine. Would have just left him alone.
Yeah. Just a wee bit. Whiskey, girl down, think of the cheer. Let's get some Pennsylvanians going on the stops. Hey! Oop, broke that. Back to it.
Yeah. Notice that my orbits are a bit wider than they used to be.
Yeah, it's just the speed in the helicopter is different.
Yeah. But I don't mind it. And the camera script is way better than the old one. That it doesn't really matter that much.
Mm-hmm.
You only have to get quite close for you to be able to like relock and all that.
You guys
but
10-4 up there?
don't have to do that.
I don't know what he's talking about. Ba-ba-ba-ba. There comes the other unit. Whoa, he's standing on top of the car now. I don't think he meant to do that.
No, I don't think you meant to do that.
Nope. The average 138. No, we will not do that. But thank you for the cheer. Appreciate that. Oh, okay. Yeah, our distance is bringing in LOD cars.
Oh yeah.
Might be a little too wide. Or at least
I lit
come
that one
down
just a bit too
altitude
far
a little
up.
bit. There you go. Now, this car will probably put on a good pursuit, I gotta say. That thing's fast.
Yeah. No, that car would definitely.
Grad
fast.
gift. Graduation gift is the plate. It's a kid.
I see that.
Yeah, we're not gonna hit a vehicle with the heat helicopter.
220, we're clear. Gave him verbal warning.
There you go. Verbal warning. On our way.
County
Wow.
901, I'll be clear as well. I gave him a stern talking to.
Yeah, stand on his roof.
Air 1 copies. We'll be back 10-8 off of that graduation gift. And what a gift it was. He didn't give us a gift of a pursuit, though, sadly. Hey, Zachary. Thanks, man. Glad you enjoy the videos. Mickey B23, thank you for the cheer. Appreciate it. Oh my.
Is that?
Oh, nothing. Talking to myself.
Oh, I do that all the time. You know, I am enjoying this helicopter.
Good. Yeah. It's nice to have a Florida-based helicopter.
Yeah.
They all use the bells down here.
Yeah, it's a good helicopter.
I think this is the 412 and the 212. I think it's the 412.
I think.
I agree, Thero.
Yeah, no, the script it's really cool. It's great. We were talking about it last time we were at Air 1. I went and talked to Griff. Griff found it, and I was like, sweet.
Yep.
Now we have it, and I love it.
Mountain View Drive.
Great job.
Let's see, a lot of LOD cars. That's basically it.
No, not that high.
No, you're not. It's just weird that it's popping those in.
Because you're looking further ahead than we
Right.
can actually see vehicles.
Yep. Well, I mean, no, I'm zoomed all the way out. It's interesting.
Oh. Okay.
We're flying a lot lower than we
Power
normally do.
lines.
Yep, power
Yeah,
lines. Ooh, what's this guy doing?
I was trying to see where the
Little
LOD
Ponte.
vehicles appeared and disappeared by the altitude.
Yeah. Well, Frank went to jail and he was released.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like the LOD cars spawn a lot closer than they used to.
Yeah. We can RTB.
Yep.
RTB. RTB. Yep, very cool. Helicopter. Love it.
Oh, there's a lot. Definitely gonna be flying this more often.
Mm-hmm. We found, well, apparently Zach found a way that we can get our Rockstar editor to work again with all of our maps. So we're gonna be looking into that soon to fix that. So then we can have our Rockstar editor working again. That'll be nice. Because currently it crashes. It's because of Cayo Perico. So if we get that fixed, we won't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, so there's a way to, there is a way to fix it. Is changing the server to run a newer build where Cayo Perico becomes part of the base game instead of running via
That's
a
what
mod.
it is, yeah. Okay, when that sun
'Cause
comes up,
in
I'm gonna get
my-
a screenshot here. I'm just gonna have you hover
Oh yeah.
a little
Oh,
little bit.
Oh yeah. I'll bring the engines back on.
Well, we'll wait for the sun to come up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just
It's
a
too late.
little
I'm
bit.
restarting. Yeah, like I've noticed in my dev server, because I'm running the newer build of GTA, I can run Rockstar Editor now because I'm not running the mod map of Cayo Perico and other stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandy Shore is interesting looking. All silver.
Pretty cool.
Oh, there goes that car. Nice.
Oh yeah, he does it.
Yeah, bring it this way a little bit more.
Or just
No, just like that's good there. Just go a little left anti-torque. There you go. A couple screenshots here.
I mean, I'm getting knocked around by the fake turbulence
Oh, I know.
like crazy.
I'm waiting for that sun to come up a little bit more.
And I'm always drifting to the right. You look funny walking around like that.
Oh, that looks amazing there. That's not too bad looking there.
Oh, these turbulence.
Oh, I know. The turbulence is fun, right?
Oh yeah, totally fun. You can see me doing my corrections and
Are
all.
you guys taking selfies over there?
We are taking pictures for the community page for our department with the new air unit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, our point of view is looks pretty interesting from over here.
Here, bring it down a little bit. There you go. All right there. Ooh, that's actually looking good right in there.
1039.
Oh, I like that shot.
Color sports car.
That's good. I think I can work with that. That's awesome. You shut her down. You can shut her down.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
think
taking
that's
some
probably
tactical
smooth landing
selfies.
up
Mind your business over here. Taking pictures for our social medias. Oh man, very cool. Love that helicopter script. Good to be back in Air 1 once again, guys. I am going to send y'all the one, the only Mr. Westmas. He is playing
Yo.
SRX, and he's playing with y'all. So there you go. Go show him some love. Thank you for hanging out, guys, tonight. It was a blast. We'll be back with some more fun stuff. I'll be back doing some LEO this week, and we'll check out some more of the new vehicles. Maybe even check out the firefighting and all that stuff. We'll figure it out. But enjoy your evening. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks to Vito for hanging out and flying, dude.
Anytime, man. Anytime.